Good morning, everyone. Stephanie Zima here with Walk It Free. It's been a hot second, and I have needed this time away. I needed to be on a vacation. I needed to get my brain started right. I needed to figure out what my focus was for the next quarter, because August, September, October is about to start. And if any one of you knows what I do, I mentor myself and others to really be focused on what's right ahead of them. Because when we are in an online business, what happens is we often get distracted, and we have an opportunity, we have the sense of freedom, we want to do it, we know we want to, we know it's the best opportunity ever, whatever it is that we're involved with, but what we are lacking is the focus, right? And why are we lacking focus often? Because we have other things creeping in, other feelings such as doubt, such as self-sabotage, right? Our own fears. Things like this are always going to creep in. Now, the power of self-acceptance, embracing our true self in business, is super, super important. And the reason why I decided I'm going to start sharing a lot more with you online entrepreneurs, because we women, we are looking for freedom, right? And having an online business is one of the reasons how we can achieve, or not the reasons, one of the ways how we can achieve actual freedom, right? Financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, all these things is what we are looking to create. So what I do see and hi Matt, thanks for joining. What I do see and what I have seen in the past with a lot of people is, especially moms in business and in entrepreneurship, we lose focus. We have the children coming up, we have husbands' needs, we have other people's needs, we have our friends, we have our self needs, we burn out. The mental load is insane that we're juggling, and now we're adding on creating a business and all the feelings that come with it. Because when you're building a team, you are also building, and taking on all of these people's emotions, all of these people's situations and fears and dreams and hopes and all that kind of stuff, right? So some of us shy away from that. Some of us say, I am already so burnt out. I already have so much mental load. I cannot take these people on. And then what happens is you end up self-sabotaging yourself. You're not doing the reach outs you're supposed to do. You're not doing the work that needs to be doing, the income producing activities. You're not doing any of those things. And therefore you are not having any success, which then tells your body and your brain, see, I already told you we're not supposed to be like this. You're not a business owner. Yes, you're not the leader. The mother-in-law is going to tell you you are. Blah, 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 blah. What really happens here is the fact that we need to accept the state that we are in. We need to accept where we are in this phase of life, okay? Because when we are starting a business, when we have little children, it looks completely different than those who have already had older children that are not falling down the stairs anymore, right? I mean, when I started, my kids were little, and when I started, I had to worry about them all the time. It was me plus three, right? It was me plus my three kids, and trying to build marketing, trying to build a website, trying to build a funnel, trying to figure all the stuff out, the branding. But what's really important is it starts with self-acceptance and awareness as to where you are in the state of life, and then work your very next step through that. So when you are a mom building an online business with little children, it looks a lot different than somebody who's already had children in college or maybe is an empty nester. It's a really big difference, okay? So when you embrace yourself, you are creating awareness of what phase of life are you in right now. Then you also need to create awareness around who you are as a person, right? Who are you as a person? What kind of characteristics are sticking out on you? What kind of leader do you want to be? You cannot be high-strung, very ambitious person and then attract people who are not wanting to do business. You can sell your products to them in an affiliated way, but you cannot create and start a business with them in terms of leadership and stuff. You would have to consciously change. But and you can, okay? So for all of you who says, I have done that. Yes, and you probably already have awareness around who you are as a leader, and you can adjust to those at your team. Who I'm talking about right now are the people who are just starting out. The people who are very excited, they just joined network marketing, they're just wanting to get started. They are like looking desperately for this $300,000 to $500,000 a month, maybe income. Those are the majority of moms that I'm talking about right now that are wanting to do something. And for you, you don't have to worry about yet like how you're going to duplicate your leaders, yada, yada, yada. Your very first step is to recognize who you are as at the core. Who are you as a personality? Because here's why. When you know who you are and you are consistent putting out who you are, and you can talk to people as you, not as your script, but as you, you are going to attract people into your business that are curious about your vibe, about who you are as a person. See, if I post about camping stuff and excitement and lifestyle and, those kind of things, I do two things. I attract the people who are looking for freedom. I attract the people who are looking to get out and be different than the norm. And I repel all of those people who are not wanting to jump in with 2 feet in the deep end. And in order to do that, because I have a lot of people say, oh no, thank you, that's not for me. Great, thank you. Because I know who I am and I know who I want to hang around with, okay? So for you, that's the thing. If you accept yourself for who you are, when you know yourself for who you want to be and what kind of people you want around you, then you are not going to struggle so much with comparenitis, okay? You are not going to struggle so much with rejection, because people are, it's okay. If they don't like pineapple, that's great. If you love pineapple, you're okay with that, right? If they don't like pineapple, great, then they don't, or if you are a steak lover and you sell steak and it's amazing, you're not going to get offended if the vegan says no, because you're not making it sound anything about you. Okay, that's the main important part. You're not making it sound anything about you. You don't mean anything about you. It really doesn't matter. So when you embrace yourself 150%, when you start loving yourself for who you are, when you know your qualities, when you know what you bring to the table, and you know who you would like to eat with, okay? Because when you think about it, business is no different. Building a team is no different. You have a table and you put stuff on the table, and then you sit at the table. First, you have to decide, do you like what's on that table? If you don't like it, rearrange it. If you don't like what it looks like, rearrange it to what you like it to be, because you have to feel comfortable first of all, right? You have to feel comfortable at your table in your home. That is what you're building. And then, who would you like to have sit on that table? Do you want your mother-in-law that's constantly nitpicking on all the things that are going on? Do you want the person that's no fun when you love fun? Do you want the person who is constantly digging on all the ingredients and all the behind the scenes and all the stuff that you find exhausting? Or do you want somebody to do exactly what you want to do and have a really good time doing it? Because that is what it is. That is what matters, okay? You have to find out who you are first and accept yourself for who you are, shadow sides and all, okay? That's where personal development comes in, and you need to have personal development and awareness to create a business. And the reason why I believe that so many people are failing in network marketing, affiliate marketing, online entrepreneurship of any kind. I mean, let it be an Etsy store, right? It doesn't matter. You have to market and you have to promote and you have to get your stuff out. And if you don't take action, you're not getting your stuff out. So why are people failing? It's because they are not accepting themselves. They are not necessarily in touch with who they are and who they want to be and what they are creating. Like, you know, you can throw all these fancy words out there of manifesting this and affirmations of that and yada, yada, yada. But what it is like, think about the table. Who do you want in your home? Who do you want to sit on your dinner table with, right? And what are you guys going to talk about? And what are you guys are going to do? That's what's key. And I'm so passionate of getting all these moms on board with personal development that are wanting to reach for freedom, because I do believe that building a business online while you're having your babies, while you're home with them, while you're doing something, will give you options. It will give you freedom. It will give you skills. Even if you have to get back into a job later on, do not underestimate the power of marketing skills, personal development, leadership skills, duplication skills, all the things that you're developing as you're working your side hustle. Don't let anyone, I'll tell you right now, do not let anyone ever make you feel bad about being in a side hustle at all. Because regardless if you're going to build this big team and you're going to be marketing like crazy and, you know, building this empire, or if you're just there to have some fun, get some sanity because you're talking to adults, and, you know, have some brain activity other than wiping butts and changing diapers, right? And also, do not let anybody make you feel bad, because you know what? Here's the fact. You are not stopping your work, even if you're a stay-at-home mom. And when you are re-entering back into the workforce, you have a whole different confidence level, because you have learned some marketing, you have learned some communication, you have learned leadership, you have learned duplication, you have learned skills. Maybe even graphic design. You know, if you're making your own graphics, if you're making your own copywriting, your posts, you know, digital marketing, any kind, those are all skills that you can bring back to your workplace if you need to, if you want to, or you can even create job opportunities with all the things that you're learning for free in your online business. So don't let anybody ever make you feel bad about it, because it's definitely empowering versus embracing. But in order to succeed, and in order to stay consistent, and in order to do all these things, you've got to accept yourself, because there's no way that you can be hanging with people that you don't like on the table and feel good about it. You are not going to take the action. You are not going to stay consistent. You are not going to bring the energy that is required to attract people into your life, attract and also repel those that are not there for you. So I hope this was valuable. Stick around. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about business, because right now I really want to make sure that you all are successful. I see so many people that are excited, they're starting, and then, you know, like after their first 3-4 people, they lose it because someone gets into their head, or they're not seeing the results right away. And it's not because it's not working, it's because you have to level up within yourself. You have to level up your personal development. You have to level up your skills, not yourself. You're worth it, and you deserve all the things, you know, all the things. Absolutely. And you can do all the things. Why? Because you can always learn. You don't have to know all the things now. You can always learn. You can always be curious. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Drop me below your takeaways from today. I would love to see them, and see if it helps. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll see you all later. Bye.